Hey, what's up, guys? Twintuitive 717. I am back with another reading. Happy Friday. The Bossy Beeves is chillin'. The air is chilly. I love the fall vibes. Let's get right into a collective message that I've been picking up on. I feel for many of you who may need to find healing within the earth, and like going outside is going to be significant for you right now, because I feel like nature is calling you, or nature is drawing you out so that other things can align for you as well. So many of you might have this craving to be outdoors right now, or to take walks or go on jogs, and you could be hesitating because you could be like, well, it's kind of breaking away from my normal routine. I have this to do, I have that to do. But I'm hearing that something is destined for you to occur on these walks, okay? And I know that's a really specific message, but let's go ahead and find out what this walk is all about for those of you who are tuning in, okay? What is the spiritual message about taking a walk and going outdoors and connecting again with nature? Okay, so confidence in the power of healing, okay? So I feel like many of you have spirit guides who are looking after you. And what I mean by that is they are the ones who could be calling you out or wanting you to be out and about in the sunlight, or there's something about healing, okay? Wanting to take you under their wing. I don't know who this is. It could be guides of yours. It could be just the universe protecting and watching over you at this time. But somebody is kind of brewing up some healing for you to take place. And if you guys look, we have the number of 7. And I do feel like for a lot of you, you've been too focused, okay? Screen time could be a big thing right now. Keep away from screen time as much as you can practice that right now. I'm not saying forever or, screen time is bad. It's just right now, I would say dedicate 7 days is what I am seeing for many of you. Dedicate 7 days to making sure that you create some kind of healthy habit about walking or getting out in nature, moving your body, but most importantly, being under the sunlight and breathing in fresh air, okay? I feel like a lot of you are getting your clarity back or your strength back. It's almost like you're preparing for something big, okay? This may have to do with your purpose in some way. The number 31 reduces to a 4, okay? So this could have to do with your stability or protecting your stability in some way. I feel like what's happening is that many of you are being protected right now, and you're being led down a certain path, but there's a lot of synchronicities happening around you, but maybe because of the type of spiritual awakening you've been out of touch with paying attention to the synchronicities around you, right? I feel like many of you have had like this kind of, like my brain is fried in terms of like spirituality, spiritual messages, maybe even like tarot. I feel like the collective is bombarded with messages, and it becomes difficult to be more precise with our intentions. So I feel like maybe that's why nature could be calling you out. Like many of you may be guided to self-talk. And what I mean by that is like when you take a walk, leave the AirPods at home, keep the phone on silent if you can, and just connect with yourself, talk to yourself, because I'm hearing the relationship that you have with your higher self. It's been on mute, or it's been on pause for quite some time, and that could be because of the outpour of information or other people's energy that's been affecting the way that you set your intentions, okay? Many of you have a purpose, and I feel like you're maybe straying or forgetting exactly what that is because of just too much influx of other people's energy, okay? So it is a warning right now. I feel like from your guides here who want to help you heal in some way, they want to take care of you. I feel like the potion that they're mixing up is, to be able to feed it to you, is that focus, that clear cut focus that says, I am fully in control of the 24 hours in my day, and I'm going to really start putting those 24 hours to good use, to intentional use. This is about many of you stepping back more into your purpose, because I feel like a lot of like if your journey has a lot to do with this whole twin flame experience, that in itself has been a huge distraction away from your purpose. But I feel like a lot of you have very, very powerful guides that are stepping in right now because it's time. Like I'm hearing it's time. Okay, almost like I feel like someone's hand going, wait. So some of you might have guides that watch you very closely on this journey, and they know that you need divine intervention, okay? And divine intervention in the form of like healing. I'm getting nervous system for a lot of you, and it may feel really, really uncomfortable right now. A lot of you could be suffering with really intense body aches, just like extreme pain, uncomfortability in your body. Go to the doctor, guys, if you need to. Take blood tests, get x-rays if you need to. Make sure you guys are safe. Otherwise, I do feel like it is because many of you are most likely shifting out of like the buzzing, okay? Releasing or realizing that you need to release the control and the need to know, and also embrace solitude, embrace silence, embrace the alone time, embrace the darkness, okay? A really good practice is to turn off all the lights in your home and just sit in the darkness. If you have like a balcony or a patio that you can go sit out on, dress warm and just kind of sit in the stillness, that can be very healing for your nervous system right now. And breath work is going to be really important for you guys, especially if you're experiencing a lot of anxious energy and body aches. Right before bed, make sure that you guys are stretching and that you're taking into account that you need time to settle your thoughts, okay? Your nervous system, because that I feel like is like, okay? So you need time to calm that down, okay? So at least an hour before bed, put away screen time, and then I think at least like 20 to 30 minutes just breathing and observing the silence around you. It's going to be extremely beneficial because this card here is giving me, many of you are getting ready to, I'm seeing like a horse or take the reins, okay? Like, you know, when you take the reins of a horse and you really charge ahead. So it's going to take a lot of hard work. And it's going to take a lot of consistency is the key word, okay? Many of you you're being protected, okay? The universe sees, okay? Because the purity of purpose is the universe knows that you have a mission here, okay? I feel like there's a lot of guides that are watching you. That's why many of you feel alone, isolated, like you're being hit in every single direction with things that are just quite different from everybody around you, okay? The twin flame journey, you know, meeting your counterpart, going through some of the lessons that you have, and then still having the resilience to like make it through. Many of you are forgetting that it's your guides here in the background that are pulling you up and out of this energy, okay? So I'm hearing not to worry. If some of you have been feeling like your nerves have been shot, your brain has been fried, just an outpour of a lot of, again, other people's energy, but not being able to pull yourself out of it. You have somebody here that's getting ready to pull you out of it, okay? Somebody has stopped the track of things, okay? That's why many of you might feel like some kind of pause with certain things that you might have going on. It's because the universe is saying you need to slow right down, okay? You need to slow it right down. And the more that you slow it down, the more that you breathe, you get your energy back, okay? Someone's whispering that to you, or you have a strong guide here that like they could be putting their hand on your shoulder. That's why I was saying, like, pay attention to body aches around the neck. If you have like a crink in your neck, you might find that that could resolve after you've acknowledged that, wait a second, I need to spend more time breathing and being in my body instead of being out of my body and tuned in elsewhere, okay? All right, let's get some tarot on it and see what your best course of action is right now, okay? Because I feel like many of you, again, are getting ready or gearing up to do big things, but this comes in the area of stability for yourself also, okay? Can we get some insight as to what many of you are gearing up to do? Okay, so we have another 7 here, okay? So the 7 of Pentacles, okay? So getting ready to work hard. I feel like that stability comes in the area of resources, money, For a lot of you, stabilizing jobs that don't make you feel drained, because now many of you are very conscious of your energy. I think too, a lot of you are becoming very, very sensitive after your awakening experience on the journey. So you realize that like energy is a big thing. Like you can't have yourself operating in a toxic workplace. Many of you are starting to realize that like you can't work for somebody else. Because you're meant to share or do something or create something that you said that you were going to do. And it's meant to help others in some way. That's why the universe keeps making you feel at a place when you're at a job, for example, and you might feel it in your soul that, wait a second, like I'm not supposed to be doing this. Every day I come to work and it's this kind of repetitive task that I do every day. And the reason you might feel that dread is because your soul is trying to say, hey, do you remember that contract? Well, this is part of that like remembering or awakening. Okay, because some of you, I feel like you might know that this is something that you need to do, but then you're just like, how do I do it? And what you're forgetting to do is to ask for help and ask for assistance, okay? Because the thing is that when you're in the thick of it, okay, when shit's not working out, you're not getting the call back for jobs, you're afraid to quit, you can't see another way out. It's the last thing you want to do is ask for help, because it's like you already feel so defeated in that moment. But that's the time to learn humility and to realize that we're not meant to do it alone. Okay, so I feel like for a lot of you, you are getting ready to grow just your abundance in every single area. For a lot of you as well, like it's not just money. Like I feel like taking care of your health, taking care of the way that you eat, like the root of things is what I'm getting with this card here. So many of you are going to be paying attention to like the root of the problem. And I feel like that's why I'm being guided to tell you guys to breathe more, because the breath work gives you clarity and thought. And I feel like many of us need to spend more time with our higher selves, okay? And that is that inner chatter that goes off in our head. We need to check in and make sure that it's giving us healthy messages. We need to check in and make sure that it's talking and speaking kindly to ourselves and about other people to other people, that we're speaking kindly and being grateful for the things around us and what we've been given. It's easy to lose sight of that sometimes when we're hit with tower moments, okay? But we have to remember that, purity of purpose. There's something big here for you. You're not meant to sit steady in this stagnant energy, okay? And I feel like the universe knows that, and many of you might feel like, again, you may need assistance, you may need help. It's on its way, is what I feel with that. Okay, let's get your best course of action after the Seven of Pentacles here, okay? So focus, okay? Make sure you guys are creating healthy habits, because if you're going to start working hard and you're going to grow something, you guys need to be getting sleep. You need to be waking up early. Do not set 100 alarms to try to get up. A good practice is to, as soon as your alarm goes up, 1, 2, 3, just roll off the bed and straight into the shower. For me, I just find like the element of water just cleanses, right? So it cleanses the night's sleep, because a lot of the times our soul travels, right? That's why sometimes you can wake up in the morning and you can feel kind of groggy. You can feel like depressed. You could feel like, oh, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go to school. Like, why do I feel like this? It's because your soul has been traveling to other planes, right? Maybe interacting with other souls as well. Some of you could feel homesick as well after waking up, because you feel like, oh, I missed where I was. I want to go back home. So I'm hearing use the element of water to cleanse as soon as you wake up from your sleep in the mornings. And guys, try to wake up early. Like that's been a big thing as well that I'm noticing is going to be really beneficial to helping you connect with that inner voice, is the stillness. When you wake up super early and you look out your window and everybody else's lights are off still, you could just tell everybody maybe just, kind of still asleep or almost ready to start the day. If you kind of beat them to that punch and you enjoy that stillness of the morning, a lot of messages come through, a lot of ideas. You see what's growing in the ground here in the form of those coins. It's resources, ideas to help you thrive, to help you get back on track with your purpose. Okay, and speaking of purpose, I meant to draw a card on that. What do you need to know about that? Where is that focus? Where is that intent? Where should it be? Ooh, the Nine of Pentacles. So a lot of you are meant to be in the celebratory energy. I'm hearing sharing as well. The reason many of you are meant to be abundant or meant to have a lot of pentacles is because sharing is caring. I feel like many of you have that beautiful gift of just enjoying when you have money, when you're thriving or when you're comfortable. you like other people around you as well to enjoy that too. Like if you're a good cook, you like to cook, and then you'll cook for other people as well, because you just like to feed other people. It doesn't matter that you might live on your own, but you've just cooked enough for 6 people. I feel like for you, that could be the joy of just being abundant. Okay, so many of you are destined for abundance because you end up making people around you feel very abundant as well, very loved, very appreciated. You have a way of having a huge impact on others and maybe your community. So this is why you kind of have to get moving on what it is you need to do, okay? Many of you could have a really strong impact on your community in terms of children, okay? A lot of you could have the gift or the ability to be able to make like communities great. Like whether it be schools, or be able to donate, to fund certain communities or organizations in order for your immediate community to thrive. I feel like many of you are getting ready to embark on that presence in your community, and you can feel it in your soul. It's just, again, sometimes the awakening or the ascension process can kind of push us really far into the dark, where we're like, oh, what was I meant to do again? All I can seem to do is maybe reminisce about the twin flame experience. Always remember, like, I feel like whoever's meant to hear this, that twin flame experience initially is meant to help you realize that, hey, you're awakened. You see things differently from the majority of people around you. And that's why you had to go through this. Okay, so I feel like whatever's happened to you, use it for the highest good. And don't forget that that is maybe part of your purpose somehow. Okay, so I think that's pretty clear enough. I love ending off on the 9 of Pentacles just because I think that, maybe that's why many of you are, forgetting again that purpose has a lot to do with just you being abundant. But help is on the way. Confidence in the power of healing. Okay, a lot of you may be exhausted, and that's why you have your spirit guides here mixing up that elixir that you need. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys for this one. You guys take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Okay. Bye, guys.